Hey there everybody, Jason here, and today we're doing another book review. So the book that we're going to be talking about today is actually volume number 2 in the the Jedi Academy trilogy. And this one is Dark Apprentice, again written by Kevin J. Anderson. So book number 2, it was a good read, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it was as good as the first one. It seemed a little bit slower. It didn't have that... how can I describe it? It didn't have the Empire Strikes Back feel, where the first one was cool, but the second one was like dark and driven and dramatic. Lots of character development, but I don't feel like it necessarily had that. It was interesting. It kept me reading, but I think I really wanted to read it so that I could get to the third one. This one seemed to deal more with just the after effect of everything that was going on. So I think, what was it? The last one ended where they basically found Admiral Dala, and she chased them out of the Maw cluster of black holes, and then there was an incident with an ambassador and Mon Mothma. There was the 2 Jedi twins returning home shortly from being away, or they had just come home. Yeah, no, they just come home. Han was trapped on the spice mine of Kessel. They found a person called Kip Duron who was trapped under there, and they brought him to Luke to be part of the Jedi Academy. But yeah, there was a nice setup. This one sort of just took it and then continued the story. Sorry, my cat. Anyway, it didn't seem to hold as much interest. There wasn't as much action in this book as I would want. So, I don't know. For me, it's I wish I could say skip it, but you shouldn't, because it definitely sets up the plot. So let me just talk about a few things, and yes, spoilers, but it's an old book. It was made in 1994, for goodness sakes. If you haven't read it, then read it to at least get, because I'm only going to explain it in a certain way, and if you actually want to know everything, just read it. Why am I even saying things like that? I'm rambling. I've been awake since 4 o'clock this morning. Anyway, the main gist of this book was the fact that Luke has his Jedi Academy and he's starting it up. He's basically starting to get actual trainees and everything into his academy, and I think by the time that this book starts, he has almost a dozen of them. Then it also deals with the fact that Leia and Han, they're still trying to take care of their kids. Leia is trying to get everything sorted because she's trying to help Mon Mothma take care of things, because after the event that happened with the ambassador, where the ambassador spat in Mon Mothma's face, she basically started sort of hiding herself. So Leia's dealing with that, and then Han's dealing with the fact that he's got Kip back and he wants to help him out, and he's also dealing with Lando and the ownership of the Millennium Falcon. And then you got Admiral Dala, who's trying to basically find her place in the universe. And it's definitely interesting how it all comes together, and it leads me to really want to read the third book, but I'm just sad that it wasn't as exciting. As far as the Jedi Academy part of it goes, I think that's probably the most interesting part of it for me, just because it deals with the fact that Luke's trying to train new Jedi, and he's still learning himself, and he runs into issues where a couple of his people are being led astray by some dark force on the planet, which we later find out to be Exar Kun, which was a fallen Sith Lord that had basically taken over the planet of, the moon of Yavin 4, and enslaved the Massassi people that were there, basically sacrificing them to enable him to keep his spirit alive. So you had Gantoris, which was one of the first people that he met in the first book, who ended up being basically seduced and destroyed while trying to fight the dark energy of Exar Kun. And then you've got Kip, who's a brand new fledgling Jedi coming to his academy, who's being seduced by him as well, but he's more cautious, more suspicious. So he tries to actually run away, but he ends up coming back and almost destroying Luke. But that storyline, it's fantastic. I love it. As far as like with Leia and Han, you have Leia going off to the planet of Mon Calamari, and there's an attack from Admiral Dala because Dala's just going crazy. She's just trying to hit as many planets and cause as much damage as she possibly can. And then she's basically, because Leia went to Calamari to get Admiral Akbar back after an incident that they had on another planet called Vortex, where they crashed a ship into a huge wind cathedral and killed a whole bunch of people. You got Han and Lando, who are basically fighting for ownership of the Millennium Falcon. I mean, in this one, I think the Falcon changed hands of ownership like 4 times, which it was interesting the first time, but by the 4th time, it was kind of a little bit old. But yeah, aside from that, it was kind of dry. It kind of just like lumped along. I wanted more excitement. I'm hoping that with the 3rd book, with everything sort of coming to a close, especially with like the Dark Jedi, and I'm hoping that it focuses more on the Academy. That's what I want to read about. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for right now. Sorry, this one was all over the place, and I feel like because of that, I was all over the place. So I do apologize. If you have any questions, comments, any feelings on the book yourself, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll probably link this one to my review of the 1st book. But yeah, I'll be back again with another book review once I finish that. Maybe in a couple months. No, it's not going to take me that long. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Have a great day. May the Force be with you. Oh god, I am like overtired or something. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to let me know what you think of this video. If you want to check out more of my stuff, I stream on Twitch, and then I also have plenty of content on YouTube already. So we'll see you guys later. Bye! Don't you hate it when you're tired and you're just like giddy from lack of sleep? Or like you're excited about something because, yeah, you just like ramble on forever. That's how I feel right now. If there's anything that I can do to explain this, it's this thing. There's a video about that one too. Bye.